Hi, this is Tom Mura with World Class Coaching and another in our series of animated drills. This week I want to share with you a different way to do 3 versus 2. In my last video I showed a kind of a free-flowing player transition 3v2. Today I want to focus on one that's more team related. And so when we're talking about this one, in this format I have it set up with 10 players. Kind of similar to the last one. Actually, I think the last one we did 12 players, but you can do it with varying numbers of players. Just depending on what you have in training, you can adjust this format. So we've got 3 teams. We have one team that's off, serving as targets. We have one attacking team, one defending team, and a goalkeeper. And then in this format with 10 players, one player from the defending team is off. Okay, so the attacking team is trying to work the ball, find goal scoring opportunities, take a shot. There's a number of different ways you can play this. So the first way that I'll describe would be a way where you would just keep the same teams on the field for 5 minutes at a time, perhaps. And then the black team is trying to score in this goal. The yellow team, if they get possession, they're trying to pass to one of the targets to get a point of their own. If they get a point and the red team, the targets have the ball, then they play it back into the black team to restart the play. So it's a regular small-sided game, 3 versus 2, with the defending team trying to hit the targets for a point. So there's transition, there's an opportunity for the defending team to score, and there's a numerical advantage for the attacking team. So you could argue that this is kind of a format where you could work on attacking concepts, but I also think if you have a good team, 3 versus 2 is a good way to work on defending concepts, because now you're talking about how can you pressure and cover in order to keep them from getting an easy shot and try to limit their shots to difficult shots from odd angles, shots that the goalkeeper can cover. So you could use this for attacking or defending. So that's the first way you could do it. You could do it as a static, in terms of the rotations, static game where they all stay in their roles for 5 minutes. Targets, attackers, defenders. You could also do this as a waves game, meaning that if the attacking team is going this way and they take a shot, let's say it goes wide. So then they would then go on defense. So we'd have a player come out. We'll just rotate these players off to just show them as more defending players. 2 would remain, and they would defend against, and then obviously the yellow team would come off. They would defend against a new red team coming on. So there's the wave. A new wave of players is coming on. If that were to happen, then one of the players would bring a ball in with them, and now suddenly we're playing 3 versus 2 with the other team attacking, the black team defending. So then these yellow players would then come down here, and they would turn into target players. So we'll just put 3 of them up top. And now they're your target players for if the defending team were to win the ball. If they were to win the ball here, then they would try to pass it to that team for a point. That would get them off the field. And then the red team obviously would turn around and they would go on defense. Except one player would go off, wouldn't they? And so then we've got a 3 versus 2 again with the yellow team coming on to attack. So you can see where the name waves come from. We're attacking in waves, 3 players in each team, and I don't have any red players there. So, but you can kind of get the idea. It's easy to change the players in this Academy software. You just go in here and change the color of the players and real quickly get some defending players on. So then we've got a defending player there and a defending player there, and then we've got one defending player waiting over here on the side while these black team members come down on this side. So you can see how that would flow through. Some people don't like wave games because they feel like kind of a game management part of the game is lacking, where they're not having to continuously play within their rules. They just get off the field when they're done, which obviously isn't as game-like as staying on the field for, say, 5 minutes at a time and then rotating roles. So you can look at it that way. One thing I should also cover, if a ball goes out of bounds on the side, there's kind of 2 ways to deal with that. You can have it be a restart for the team that didn't lose the ball out of play. I guess there'd be 3 ways. What if the attacking team loses it? Then you can say that gets the defending team off, and now a new wave of players comes on. Or thirdly, you could just have any out of bounds result in a change of the teams and a new wave coming in. So there's a number of different ways that you can address that. But with this format, you can either set it up as a wave game or as a kind of a set 3 versus 2 for a set period of time. So you can use that along with the free-flowing rotation game that I showed you in the last video as different ways to play 3v2 with your teams. See which one works best for you. Maybe it works best given the scenario, given the topic that you're covering, but try each one out and see what works best for you. And leave us any suggestions or comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot.